Aries, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Okay, so for you and your person, whatever I pick up can be interchangeable. So you may see something for your person which is actually relevant to you as well. Okay, so we've got a part of fortune, we've got Mart, fairness. So something is coming in for you, it could be a legal situation or a legal outcome, or it could be a negotiation or a mediation or a discussion or some kind of almost like a contract or a document, something to do with that, something that you are waiting on the outcome for. And it's saying that, fairness is here. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So whatever is the situation for you particularly, as I say, it could be legal or any other kind of situation where there is some kind of outcome that is that you're waiting on. And it could also be a discussion with your person or some sort of communication, take it as it resonates. But it's saying that fairness is here for you. There's the scales of justice. There's peace in there for you. This is very ancient energy, Egyptian energy, but it's saying that that things will be handled in a fair and just manner. Now, I think what you need to do in this particular situation, whatever this is pertinent for, is just to detach from a specific outcome or for driving towards a specific outcome. You can put your case forward. You can say what you need to do or do what you need to say. Whatever is appropriate for you. Get yourself heard, and then work on resolutions that suit everybody as well, because with this card you need to just once you've put your case forward, then detach from a specific outcome or for driving towards a specific outcome, because then you can detach and let the universe and Mart handle the details. But it's saying that fairness is going to come in for you. Now, part of fortune is saying that you're going to have an increase of some sort. Now, this could be within the relationship, it could be love, it could be any kind of abundance that's coming in for you, anything that is going to increase. Now, this could be an increase in your skills or your talents or your abilities or, your abilities to manage certain things, negotiations, mediations, or just discussions or paperwork or anything that's pertinent for you and your person. It could also be that, you are receiving, like an activation, some sort of trigger, which is going to trigger things for you. And this could be, skills and abilities or talents that you have. And this is ultimately going to affect your relationship, your connection. But it can also be obviously the being in the spotlight in some way to do with your relationship. So this is it's like being in the spotlight, but it's also work that you've put in, and this is to do with rewards or abundance, or, like good fortune smiling on you, or just being, having the light shone on you in some way. It could also be the receiving of support or love or some aspect coming in for you. Something is coming in for you which is going to give you a huge boost, which is going to lift you up in some way. But you can also be, you could also be monetizing certain things that you're noticing about yourself, certain things that you can now do that you perhaps couldn't do before, just some talent or skill that you're noticing in some way. You can monetize that maybe, or you can hone it and learn more about it. And this is going to help you in the future with whatever it is that you want to do with your life, But it could also be, that you are, connecting to your person in some way, and there's an increase of energy or like a reciprocation or some kind of acknowledgement or being in the spotlight with them. And it really is good fortune smiling on you, some sort of aspect of you which perhaps hasn't been touched on too well. Sometimes the part of fortune give me a part of your makeup or who you are that hasn't really been harnessed or worked on. And sometimes that's why I say it's a skill or ability or a talent. Or it could be a part of your life that you haven't focused on previously before. So you could be going through a profession change or some other kind of aspect of yourself which you haven't really harnessed properly, or you just couldn't harness it before, and now the opportunity comes in which to harness this energy and this reciprocation or whatever it is that's coming in for you now. It could be contract or document based, or maybe you're receiving a communication about something, but something is coming in for you, something to lift you up, and this is a very fortunate placement for you. Now, for your person here, Athena, inner wisdom, and Jupiter return benefits. So this is saying, so this could be pertinent for you as well. This could be somebody that is coming back into your life. Now, normally the Jupiter return can happen, it's normally a 12-year cycle. So this could be something that's pertinent up to 12 years, or it could just be somebody that kind of dwindled out of your life during that period. You know, perhaps they were there and then they kind of drifted off. Or so it could be the return of somebody, or it could be that your person is having a return of some sort. Now, this can be even you coming back to them, or you appearing back in their life. Or it could be something that's pertinent for them, which could be career-based or some other aspect of their life. And it's saying that something is coming back to them and it's bearing fruit. So this can be like an idea or a concept that they have, or it could be that they wanted to approach you before and they couldn't. Or just some aspect of their life is experiencing some kind of return and it's bearing fruit for them. It's a very beneficial placement, this. And this is it can also be just the return of something. So this can be faith, love, happiness, joy, abundance. Perhaps they lost that along the way. Perhaps they lost that in the fire, you know, previous relationships, their life up until this point, things happened, and they kind of lost their ability to, you know, be in a relationship, or they lost some aspect of themselves, and something could be coming back to them now. It could also be just the return of their happiness and their joy, as I say, or their ability to love, or their ability to meet some aspect of themselves which has been so kind of not there for a while. It could also be the return of some aspect of their life which is bringing them benefits as well. Now, this could be financial, this could be luck, a breakthrough, this could be relief from some situation which has been in their life a long time. It could be the return of faith, any kind of abundance, whatever is abundant for them. It's a benefit is coming in for them. But I do feel it's like a breakthrough that's coming in for them, some sort of breakthrough, something that they wanted to do or wanted in their life and they couldn't get there, or they just couldn't make it happen for whatever reason. Something is coming in for them. Now, Athena, inner wisdom, you know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. So I feel they're listening to their wisdom. They're listening to their spirit guidance. They're getting, they've got wisdom coming in for them. But this is about accessing your intuition and listening to your guidance. There's a full moon there. So I do feel the full moon in Capricorn may be important, 24th of June, that's coming in. And it's saying that they need to follow up on what they're being guided to do. So they need to not give their power away to others, or to procrastinate about things. They need to follow up and do something important, something that they need to activate or take up. Now, the Jupiter return can, as I said, bring benefits and opportunities into your life, opportunity, a breakthrough, something like that. But it still requires anchoring down. You've still got to steer your ship. You still have to pick up that opportunity and run with it. So they're going to receive something and they need to listen to inner guidance to actually come after it or go after it. There's communication there as well. So I do feel they are being guided and they're listening to whatever it is that they need to do, but they just perhaps need the courage to take it on board. A time for healing, balsamic moon, healing, soothing, surrender. I do feel that they need to listen to this intuition or this guidance that they're receiving. They may have been through a period of healing and now they are getting prompts. They're getting prompts to do something or activate something or to pick up on this opportunity or it's like a second chance, something coming back in for them. And they need to pick up on that and move forward on it. So I feel that they've been in a period of time of healing and they're now coming out of that. It could also be that you have been through this period as well, where there's been a period of surrender. As I said, perhaps you were together or knew each other before, and now one or other of you is appearing back in each other's lives, or you're just reconnecting, or whatever the situation is. Or one or other of you is getting in touch with an aspect of yourself or with the joy and your abundance that has been missing for some time. So you've been through a period of healing, and now you're moving forward into a new era. With having said that, I do feel that what you need to release, which was the bottom of the deck, just bear this in mind during this next period here. What do you need to release? Waning moon. So when the healing card comes in, it's saying that there's some kind of surrender. There's something that needs to be released here. As I said, it could have been something in their past which has held them back, or they couldn't ever get to it, and they need to let go of the inhibition or the procrastination. I need to let go of that, and listen to their guidance and move forward. But it could also be obviously relating to you. As I said, with the Smart card coming in, it could be that there's something that you need to release. Perhaps you need to release control or your grip on something, or release your attachment to a specific outcome or to a point of view even. Something needs to be let go of so that you can both move forward, or one or either of you can move forward at this time. Now, it is saying here that butterfly maiden transformation, you are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So one or either of you or both of you may be going through this, but it's saying that there's transition around you, whether it's in your world or in your personal life, however it goes. For you, it could even be within the relationship if you've already been together for some time. There's transition occurring. Nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to inhibit your actions. This is a growth process. This is something that's necessary and important for you. And don't allow fears to get in your way. Just enjoy this process. Move forward. Do whatever you need to do to move yourself forward. Because of the transformation process, you could only just have entered the transformation process, or you may already be approaching the end of that now. Just see where you are in this cycle, because it is a cycle. But it's saying that on the other side of this is what you want. It's what you're dreaming about. It's really, what you've been working obviously hard. Both of you or one of you has been working towards. But it's a necessary transformation that needs to occur. Things have to be released, including fears, things, old ways of looking at things, old ideas, old relationships, old attitudes, whatever it is. Things need to be released to bring in the new, and not to fear this change. Don't fear what's coming in for you. So now for the current situation, we've got Jupiter abundance and we've got Diana focused intention. So with Jupiter, this is Sagittarius. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, also bow and arrow energy. So I do feel that whatever abundance is coming in for you at this time, again, it needs to be anchored down. Jupiter is quite fast moving energy. It can sometimes bring multiple benefits. But if you just are complacent or you don't pick up on them, they can pass you by. You do need to steer your ship. All right. So whatever abundance is coming in for you, whether it's financial or a breakthrough or luck or some kind of expansion, it could be travel. It could be all kinds of things coming in with this Jupiter energy. Abundance can take many forms. It can be friendships. It can be a move. It can be, a new home. It can be some aspect of your life which which is abundant for you. So something coming in, something that needs to be taken up and anchored and anchored into your life. But it is going to be determined by your focused intention. It says here, keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So I do feel this is a breakthrough. Again, breakthrough is coming through here. A breakthrough is coming in for you, but this is about the drawing back of the bow is actually the most powerful part of firing that arrow. It's the drawing back, because that is the energy that is being drawn back into the arrow, and then you let the arrow go. So it's your focused intention. What is it that you are working towards here? And, keep your eye on your vision, work towards your vision, hold that in your mind, have a victorious mindset. Don't let naysayers and skeptics, pull you back or stop you from going after whatever it is that's important in this relationship. Keep your focus on your goals, steer your ship, and you will get this breakthrough. You will get this abundance or this support or faith or love or whatever it is that's coming in for you. It could be all of the above. Now, as I said, the pleasure principle is coming in here to do with the love. We've got moon soul with the emotions as well. And it's also the Jupiter return, which could be, as I said, the return of a lover or that loving energy back into your life, which may have been missing for a while. So now we've got Guinevere, true love coming in for you. We've got Moon Soul. So whether you're only just starting on a new relationship or whether this is a new phase within your current relationship, take it as it resonates, but true love is coming in for you. And it's saying the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. So this is a beautiful energy, beautiful energy. For some people, spring will be important. Otherwise, it's when, the flowers are out and the light is, high. So it's that beautiful romantic energy which comes in to do with any season really which is important for you, where you create romance for yourself, but it really is something that you need to create for yourself, and then you can create it for another. It is saying, though, that just bear this in mind, that your romantic needs have not been met probably up until this point, whether it's one or either of you or both of you. And this is something that needs to be worked on, to welcome this true love, to anchor this true love back into your life. So take steps to do that. Create a romantic atmosphere. This can be candlelit dinners. This can be walks in nature. This can be cozying up and doing things together. Whatever is romantic and lovely for you or for your person. Bearing in mind that you can create romance for yourself. You don't have to rely on somebody else to do it for you. You take steps to do this for yourself. You fill up your own cup. You do things for yourself which are romantic, bubble baths, candlelit baths, spa days, spending time, doing things that feel romantic and loving towards yourself. And then once your cup is full, you can share that with another. So make sure that you create this in your home or in your environment or in your meetings with your person or however you want to do it. Make sure that your romantic needs are met and that you and your person have discussed your love language. What is it that your person, what is their love language? What is your love language? And so on. All of these aspects come in, but the moon is saying that there are some, emotions may be high at this time. Family and domestic issues may be important. You may have a family. This can also be about birthing in some ways. So you may be birthing a new condition or literally physical birthing or birthing, some aspect of your life. In some cases, the moon can obscure a few things. It can conceal a few things. But it is always about your tapping into your intuitions. And the moon is where you go in your chart. That's where you go to feel safe or to enjoy yourself. So have a look and see where your moon is. But it's also about your emotions. It rules your emotions. So your emotions, your habits, all of these aspects come in. So as I said, with the creating of the romance, what habits have you had in the past that you can now change and transform? What can you do to create a more romantic and loving atmosphere? What can you do to love yourself more? All of these things. There's a bit of nostalgia and sentimentality that may come in with this as well, looking back at the past. Don't allow the past to overcome you or creep into your demeanor. It has its place, but the rearview mirror is small for a reason. You want to be moving forward. You want to be looking forward. So hindsight is wonderful. It brings wisdom. It brings understanding. It brings insight, which is again something to do with the moon. But moon also symbolizes security for you. And some female issues may be coming up here as well. But really it's about, I feel, about getting in touch with your intuitions and your instincts, listening to that, and possibly spending some time on your own or some time in a situation where you are getting in touch with your emotions. Observe your habits, see what you can do to bring more loving and romance into your life. And just remember that the past is the past. Let it go. You want to bring in some illumination from the moon, so there may be some reflection required here as well. There could also be travel or fame, a raised profile in some way may be coming in for you or for either one of you, or you may just be enjoying some attention, and some travel may come in as well. We have got here, conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. So something is occurring here. It may have already occurred with the eclipse we had recently or the eclipse season. So something may be reverberating now, but it's saying that conclusions are within reach. So this is a result. This is something that's going to come in, but it's going to be quite intense. So whether this is going to bring something in or someone in or something or someone out, eclipses can do that. Now, this could be a changing of the guard. It could be a situation that repeats, or as I said, it could be somebody coming back in that you haven't seen or haven't been around for a while, or it could just be the regeneration of something that you've already got going, you know. So it's something is coming in, but there's a conclusion coming in, and it might be intense. It might be, you know, in some cases it can be a bit of an upheaval, but it really is going to something is going to reveal itself, certainly with this. Something else, just with the Black Moon Lilith mystery, this has a number of meanings. It could be that you need to stand firm on something, something in your relationship. You may need to stand firm on something, you know, stand your ground. It can also be that some emotional control needs to be observed here, simply because Black Moon Lilith is about that. It's about emotional control, and it could be, you know, just be careful that something you do or say could trigger something. So it could trigger this eclipse energy. So just, you know, stay within yourself, stay within your emotions, be in touch with yourself, say what you need to say, but, you know, temper it with love, and you know, look at things without judgment, which is why I think you have the fairness here. Judgment sometimes can blast things away. So just be aware of that. Black Moon Lilith can also be that you may have some deep emotions within you which need to be exercised in a wholesome way. Now, this can be any kind of things. This can be like envy or bitterness, or you know, like shame or guilt, or feeling overlooked, or any of those sorts of things may come in. You may be experiencing that, or you may be on the receiving end of that from somebody else around that is not looking at your situation favorably. Maybe they're a bit jealous. Jealousy and envy can come in with this. So you may have somebody around you, you know, in your world that is not in a positive frame of mind towards you, and they could be sending those emotions out. Just be aware of it. Find ways to exercise that and release that. It may be coming in for you. It can also be that, you know, some things have been kept quiet under this energy, like a secret affair or some kind of clandestine situation, may have occurred for you. It could just be that you've kept quiet about this connection, or some aspect of it has been like that. It can also be because of the mystery element. It can also be just simply that something is kind of in the background moving, or there's an undercurrent, or something is occurring in the background. You don't have all the facts, and you don't have all the information that you need at this time. So you're aware of something moving or something happening, but it's not obvious at the moment. This could also be leading up to the full moon eclipse, which is some sort of result. Or it could be this person stirring something up, and you're aware of it, but you're not aware of how it's going to take shape. It could be that something just moving in the background. You know, this again can bring in fame or some sort of raised profile. So maybe that's coming in, and it's going to affect the relationship in some way as well.